Welcome, trolls. First sees all.
Hi everyone, thanks again for the ongoing support. We're going to talk about pixels in my research and in general, right? Often, it's going to be interesting. You'll see here pixelation on the bottom. You notice here the crater I showed yesterday? Look, they're not pixels, what most people think. And look at the lines that are over top of them. Those are pixels. You see, it's just straight lines over a layer over top of the image, which in reality, we can still see the objects underneath. Here with the inversion, you could still see at the end of the arrow just a couple of lines going by, but I've never said those were structures, right? So we can confirm that these areas are all really on the surface. Let's over-exaggerate and zoom in. I actually had problems trying to get pixels. You saw the lines there. That's pixelation. Now, here too, in the bottom, you can see some here too. We can see the lines over top of the real image, right? So there are structuring underneath this pixelation. But again, don't forget, I don't show pixelation. Sometimes an image has pixelation. The atmosphere causes it or whatever that's in the image. But they're not gigantic. People think the big squares can be pixels. Let's do the test here. Here's an interesting test. We're going to over-exaggeratedly zoom up into this image and just slap in as close as we can. So to prove to you all and understand the trolls that there's still no pixels in the image. No matter how close I get, there's going to get a blur. And obviously a good photographer will be able to do that, to adjust his video and image so that when he zooms up, you'll get a blur, but you're not going to get pixelation. But pixelation is not whether you're good or not. It can appear. Look in the blue spot on the bottom too. You can see absolutely no pixelation where the crater is. It's just straight up surface. Let's go see the blue crater, the blue area. Let's zoom up like as far as I can. It's a bad image, yeah, because it's blurry. I'm too close, but aside from that, no pixelation. So the structures that I show, are they pixels? No, definitely not. We can take a look at them now so that we can understand that, you know, the pixels, the lines that show up over top are not like these. See the straight lines that you saw before? These are actually descending. And as Suburban SF told me this afternoon, mentioned, I knew it, but of course, he's absolutely right. There's no depth for a pixel. A pixel is one layer. It's not going to have depth in the image. It's not going to descend into craters, which these do, right? So when I show them, and in the bottom, that little bit of pixelation, well, it doesn't matter. Here too, I'm close, so you are going to see the pixel lines. It's normal. It's the way I'm showing the image, but it's totally ridiculous bringing up the pixels as the trolls do. But I knew some of you would have a good laugh at this one when I show everyone, because in reality, it's just destroying the ideal of pixelation. This is a pixelated image, and I'm even going to invert it, and you'll see the similarities are close. I could try to stump some people on the left there, but sorry. The layers are flat. There's no texture. It's just like a fake cardboard piece. So, you know, that is a pixelated image. The lines are way too straight, right? And with what I just showed. And it just, you know for a fact that it's absolutely pixelation. And here in Eratosthenes crater, all those large objects that are inside of the crater and around the crater, you can see them on everyone's telescope footage that's further out. It's just that you see them very, very small. Then I really push it and get inside. You start even seeing some of the atmosphere and stuff. So now, back to those beautiful structures at the end of the promontorium where Sinus Iridum is, we could, you know, hey, that's not a pixel. And the ones that think that they are, well, it's too bad for you guys, because I know it's going to continue and continue as people, it's their last resort. So, but my community knows by now, the pixelators that stop by and talk about pixels, they have no idea what they're talking about, what they are talking about. As Stefan Gay, that guy that I did the interview with, who is with his diplomas and everything, right? So they say. But that's the thing. I don't know what people, honestly, my friends, some people feel offended by what I'm showing, and some people think that I'm a smartass just because I'm showing structures on the moon, and they get mad at me and they put me down, you know. But in reality, prove to me that this is a pixel. I'd freaking love to see that one. Everyone knows. I mean, look at the size of them, right? And you see that it's in the image, right? So that's the difference. If there were pixels here, my friends, you would see those annoying layers like sometimes the edge of an image can have. Let's not push it. It's normal. Here, no pixelation whatsoever. You could see that I put red rectangles up around objects that are almost perfectly rectangular, and there's no exaggeration in there. And the lines going to and from them just absolutely prove to us that these objects are 101% constructed. That's without a doubt for me, and it's been proven because I proved it, and it's not ever going to be unproven. You know, it's like when you see something, you can't unsee it. As much as people wish that they would unsee it, it's just impossible.
This is Houston. Say again, please.